soft tippers, welcome to Soft Tip Central UK. Tonight we have an exclusive first look at the Daniel Larsson signature barrels from Shot Darts. Now that's these beauties here. Now we interviewed Daniel a couple of weeks ago, spoke to him about his darts and how it's changed his game and made it that much better for him. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have a more in-depth look at the barrels he was talking about and let you guys see where he has made the changes to his game through these new barrels. So first of all, we're going to go and look at the packaging, then we're going to have a look at the barrels a little bit more depth, do some weights and measures, have a few throws at the board, and then we'll summarise them quickly for you. Now I am more of a torpedo barrel type guy, so a straight barrel will be a little bit more different for me to throw, so we won't be expecting many big scores with these from myself, but I will no doubt grow to love them, and Daniel has put a lot of work into these, so it's going to be really interesting to see how the darts look. So yeah, get ready and we're going to look at the packaging of these first look darts. Okay, so let's have a first look at the packaging. So as you can see, it's the lovely intricate Shot detailed packages that you get. It's the cardboard box with the Shot logo in the top right hand corner and Daniel Larsson's signature flight here. So that's the same pattern on this signature section here as you find in the flight. Now that was one of 3 designs that Daniel picked for his flights, and that's the one that you felt most suited him and his nature, his background, where he's from, and obviously you've got the Swedish flag running through the centre there, and then obviously it's the same on the flight. So yeah, there's some really nice connections to Daniel's background, his heritage and where he's from. So on the front you've also got the beautiful window here that shows the entire dart and its completion there, and then you've got 2 little windows here that show the actual barrels themselves. 18 grams on the front there. These are match weighted. We will check the Shot card in the centre to see what the match weights come out at. 90% tungsten and 100 micron flights. On the side here you've got your socials to hook up with, and you've got contact numbers there if you are in the country of New Zealand. On the back, on the rear, we have the Pro Series, crafted to last, built to win. You've got the usual blurb that we get from Shot down here about themselves and what the intricate details and the workmanship that goes into creating their Pro Series darts. They are designed for pinpoint accuracy, and they are built to try and get some consistency out of the dart for the players. So with that, we will flip these back over, open them up and have a quick look. And as we see on the inside here, it's the lovely foam packaging that we get from Shot. Really does keep these darts secure when they're in transit. A lot of the time, well, these do come from New Zealand to the UK, so they do have to travel a fair old distance. So they are packaged brilliantly. Really sturdy, solid foam. Inside here within the foam, you've got the 3 darts that are housed across the centre here, with the one fully constructed dart across the middle. You've got your box set of flights here, so you get your 2 additional flights there, and then on the back here we have our Shot label card there that will tell us the match weight. On here they are coming out at 16.5, matched to within 0.05 of a gram. We will test this later to see if it comes out with the same amount. Other than that, you've got your 2 Teo stems at the base here. These are the carbons. These are carbon Teo stems. Really nice stems, and they are solid as well. Your ringed stems, and again you've got your, as Shot do with all of their darts they send out, pre-punched your flights, saves you a bit of hassle. So that's the packaging and that's how they come. I will now flip this over and we will go and have a look at the barrels. Okay, so now it's time to just do those weights and measures. So I'm going to check the match weighting of the darts now. So the first barrel goes on at 16.51. Second barrel is 16.51, and the third barrel 16.52. They are within 0.01 of a gram of each other, so you cannot get much more match weighted than that. It said 16.5 on the little Shot card, and they are all within 0.2 of a gram of that. So yeah, perfectly match weighted, exactly what they said on the card, so that's really good to see. So let's do your widths and your lengths now. Width-wise, widest point I would think is around the named section in the centre here. And that's coming out at 6.2 millimeters. I will test the thinnest part of the barrel as well on this one, I think, because sometimes that's nice to know as well. So at the smallest point, it's about, well, that 5.3, 5.1. So it's 5.1 at the smallest, and it is 6.2 at the widest. So yeah, there's a slight difference there between the rings. Now for lengthwise, these are coming out at 50.1, 50.2 millimeters. So there's quite a nice long sleek barrel, nice and slim at 6mm, nice and long. Be perfect for a mid gripper to a rear gripper, I would say. Now what we're going to do now is I will flip this and we will take a closer look at these barrels. Okay, let's take a quick closer look at these barrels for you now. As you can see, the first thing that catches the eye is that striking blue coating, titanium coating across the whole of the dart. Coming from the front here, we have a slight shark grip at the front taper of the nose there, and this is coming up to a sectioned ring grip. Now this is a ring grip that goes all the way round, but it's had square sections cut out all the way up. Okay, so these go slightly deeper, and they will give you a lot of placement on the dart for your forefingers, I would imagine. It's not very grippy, but I don't think it's there for grip. I think it's there for placement mainly. What I noticed through the middle here as well, you've actually got the shot logo laser etched and Daniel Larsson's name across the barrel there, which is really nice. And then this middle section, now this is the area I think Daniel would mainly grip the dart, because it is extremely grippy. There are some very, very deep cut ring grooves where they see the blue sections, the indents are very deep. Now that was that 5.7 millimeter area that I was talking about. So that's the smaller area and the thinner area. So I imagine this is where he would grip the dart. Also in his interview he said that he's using now a more of a middle weighted dart. So I imagine this is going to be his point of pressure, where he would apply pressure to release the dart, and his push point. So this is where I think a lot of the grip is aimed. And then at the top here we have this lovely cross-etched axial cut, more of a Viking's arrow, should we say, as he's from Sweden, the Scandinavian side of the design coming out, because Shot always like to sort of add a theme running through their darts, so they sort of carried, I would imagine, Daniel's Swedish heritage and brought that through in the dart, and it just makes a beautiful finish, and it is very grippy at the top here as well. The axial cut on a dart will make the grip incredible, because you're getting two reference points, one horizontally and one vertically, that are very acute, which means that you'll get a lot of grip from that area. And at the back here we just have a standard bald piece of tungsten, so very smooth. One thing I have noticed is they've coated the inside of the dart there with blue titanium as well, with a really nice finish on the top there. Just trying to see if there's something written in there. No, I think it's just line work that's gone into the actual CNC work. I think that's where they connected the CNC up on the inside of the barrel. And the base is the standard 2BA as well. So yeah, that's your Daniel Larsson dart. I'm going to get these set up. We're going to have a couple of throws. Okay, let's take a few throws at the board, and we'll see how these Daniel Larsson Signature Pro Series shot darts fly for me today. So as I said before, I'm more of a torpedo shaped dart thrower, but these are 100% a middle weighted dart. You can feel it, the tipping point or the pivot point is smack bang in the middle of the dart. Yeah, they fly really straight and they land straight. So if you look in the board, they're landing very flat. Now that is due to the weight. Sometimes when you get a torpedo dart or something that's front loaded, you'll find that your darts on the steel tip board will go in the board like that. Anything back weighted, you'll find that will sit up into the board like that. Okay, Because these are weighted in the middle, for a soft tip they're perfect because they would just fly dead flat, which is when you're playing on a soft tip board you really need that, because you haven't got the ability to hit the angle on a cork board or on a bristle board as you would do in a soft tip board. So yeah, they fly really nicely. That centre piece of grip through the middle here, and those deep cut rings really does add a fantastic reference point and a point to release the dart from, so that's your push point from there for your thumb. I'm just trying to find a consistent grip for myself on these at the moment because I hold a torpedo dart slightly differently. I've now found the reference point on the top at the front of the dart, so I should be able to get some more consistent throws. So they're more consistent, the grouping's getting better. So they're a dart I can definitely work with. I can definitely adapt my throw in slight ways to accommodate them. So obviously they're getting straighter, the darts are becoming more grouped, and I think a lot of that is down to that crossed ring section at the front. It's giving me a perfect place to place my finger. So last three. Nice 1, 2, 5 to finish off there. As you can see, the grouping's a lot better now than what it was at the start, because I've been able to adjust my throw and I've been able to find a reference point very easily on the dart. Whereas a lot of darts you can't find a reference point that easy. So yeah, really enjoying throwing these. They're not the style of dart I would normally throw, but let's go and give them a little summary. Okay guys, a little summary of the Daniel Larssons. Again, beautifully designed dart from Shot. A lot of attention to detail has gone in. Great little section here at the front where you're getting your reference point. I found it very, very easy to adjust my dart to the way I throw and to find a reference point just in this section here that I can use every time. The weight of the dart is dead center. As you can see, on a pivot point for the dart, it's resting dead in the middle. Okay. This deep grooved area here is perfect for your thumb. So a thumb point there to get a decent push off the dart. These will suit a slim throwing pencil barrel shaped player 100%. I think the rear section here is very grippy as well. I don't find any kind of slip on the back of my finger as I'm holding my dart. This is how my grip is. This is how I throw my dart. This is why I need the torpedoes. I've got really wide thumbs, so my thumbs don't sit on thin darts very well. They tend to curl around and interfere with my finger. Whereas on a torpedo dart, I've got a lot more room and a lot more width to play with. But this rear section here is perfect for me to rest my finger on, and I can get a good reference point there as well. Love the flights. I think that the see-through flights on here, they're slightly sort of translucent, and that blue shines right the way through. Beautiful flights, really, really nice design. I've got Daniel's name across the actual flight there on all four sides as well. Premium lip points come with these. Really, really good quality again. I would recommend these to a straight barrel throwing dart player. Anybody that currently throws torpedoes or currently throws more of a bulbous dart, I don't think these would suit you. But for those that like the slim lines, these are a very, very well put together and very well manufactured dart. They're extremely grippy down the front end, the middle and at the rear. I would say the rear section is probably more grippy than the front, so for more of a rear gripping dart player that's using a middle weight that's sort of freeing up this area here, you probably would get along with it a lot better. But thank you ever so much to Shot for sending these out. This is your first look at the Daniel Larsson soft tips in the UK. Head up to Bully Up Darts. They are stockists of the Shot range. They have these in steel tip available now. You can purchase them direct from those guys. If you do like a pencil barrel, head out to the shops and go and get a pair. There's not a lot you can go wrong with the set of Shot darts. They are fantastically good. And in my opinion, and I know people turn around to me and say, but they're really expensive. They're really expensive because a lot of work goes into them, and they are extremely good at what they do. It'd be like buying something really cheap and expecting it to change the world and create world peace. You know, it's not going to happen. If you want a quality dart, spend a bit of money on it. Okay, you will get a quality dart if you spend money on it, and it's proven with shots ranges. We'll be back soon. We've got some more tournaments coming up. I'm going to be jumping onto another format soft tip board soon as well, so I'll be talking to you guys all about that in the future. Thank you again to Daniel. Thank you again to Shot. We go again, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.